Okay.
What's
All right. That was crazy.
Wow. Well, welcome to episode 119 of Baschamania podcast, brought to you by Attack, which I see you're drinking on the mug. We might have to have Brian Heller on the show. He was giving out beta access on Twitter because I think I had mentioned on here that I was just going to start telling people to tag him and get him, and he's responding and getting people.
Oh yeah, he's
So
into it.
if you want beta access to Attack, the app is sick. I'm actually drinking pre-workout right now because I'm going to go work out as soon as we're done here.
I've never had pre-workout.
It's good stuff. I like it mentally.
I like coffee.
I did get robbed on one of my Attack workouts because I didn't know you have to leave the app open, probably because they don't want you to cheat. So I went to a different app to check an email while I was on a bike or something, and I lost it. I got to be more diligent. Yeah, I got to just. Well, if I'm
emails on the bike, yeah.
If I'm doing cardio and I get an email that's important, I'll check it. So I'll look at emails and stuff in between when I'm working out. Obviously, I don't work out that hard if I can be on my phone.
I'm doing cardio.
I'm not wrestling, so it's
I don't think I've ever been able to check an email while doing cardio. That's just there's no way.
Yeah, but training and wrestling is your livelihood. That's your life right now.
Yeah,
my life is bash.
Well, outside of podcasting,
yeah,
like podcasting one, wrestling two.
Yeah, we're making podcasting the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So guys, support Attack, atac.app, great app, workout, coaching, lifestyle, mentality stuff. I actually texted Sarah Hildebrandt one of the quotes that she had. I loved it. It was about being present, and she said that when she's brushing her teeth or something, that she just tries to be present in those little moments. I do the same thing. I try to think, I pray when I take the garbage out, take the dog out, whatever. So I love that. I texted her a screenshot. The app is so well built. Really well built.
Now, come to think of it, when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm always somewhere else. So
try being present.
Yeah, brushing your teeth is kind of boring. You just stand there.
Think. That's the whole point.
Think about what? Brushing your teeth?
If you're but if you're just present, you're just kind of what are you
brushing? Focusing on my canine.
Each tooth.
Yes, like this one, small circles.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. So speaking of Attack and sponsoring the show, we talked about trying to get on a more consistent schedule because people are always on us, when's the next episode or that. So I think what we're going to try is Mondays.
See, but I like the unpredictability
I
factor.
do too.
I love it, especially because I don't know what's going on ever. So it works out great for me.
I like it, but I know that it's good to have consistency, and I know if there's anything I consume regularly, I like having a general idea of when it's going to come out.
Yeah.
So we're going to try it. We'll see. I think we want to be relevant, and if something happens on a Tuesday, we might do it on Tuesday and release it on Tuesday. We
can always do that.
Yeah.
We can call audibles whenever.
Yeah. So we're going to plan on new episodes on Monday moving forward with secondary, third, fourth, whatever episodes happening if they happen throughout the week. That's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was World Wrestling Day. Not much to say about it, but
I didn't really know that until today, actually.
I saw it. I think UWW put it out, and I believe it's the anniversary of the first World Championships ever. And May 23rd, 1904 or something.
What does World Wrestling Day? What does that even really mean?
Exactly? I think it's literally an anniversary.
All right, sounds good.
World Championships first ever, so it's Wrestling Day.
Let's celebrate.
Everything's day. Lately, everything's a something day. It's National Hot Dog Day. I haven't seen a National Pond Day yet, but I'm here to celebrate that.
Well, I'm gonna look that up and see if let's find out right now.
Yeah, I'm here for a pond day. If there's not, we should declare one.
You can make one. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to declare one.
I don't have enough to do with ponds to have any say in that.
Maybe we'll get you a bench at this pond. We'll do an episode from the pond, and then you'll have the tie.
All right, I'm looking up National Pond Day right now to see if this is actually a real thing. I don't think so.
Wow, we might have to create it.
Oh, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that's a national day. Sorry about that. But there is National Dog Day, so
we're gonna have to make some phone calls to make that happen.
I think so too. Who decides that?
I don't know. Is there a committee that discusses we're gonna make this a day?
This day's dedicated to wrestling. But like, I feel like also like, if yesterday was not like World Wrestling Day, it was probably something else also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's when we do social media for businesses, we'll look for national days that are somewhat related. If it's mortgages, it's like homeowner day or whatever. You'll look for something to tie it in. And there will be like 10 different days on the same
Per
day.
day. Per day.
Like it's like National Cuddling Day, National Hot Dog Day, National Plant a Tree Day.
That's
Like
it. All at the same. All
yeah,
on the
they
same
just
day.
start piling. Well,
That's an interesting combo. You got
after
to
the
celebrate
first
all.
after the first 365 days, you're out. You got to start doubling up.
You got to, yeah.
And based on the number of things I see,
there's more than 365 things.
yeah, it's wild.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So today's Monday. U23 entries are flying in, which I know not nearly as many people care about that as I do.
I haven't seen them.
Nope. We're at like 320 as of 11, and then it went to like 340. Like it's climbing. Today's going to be a fun day to kind of see who's there. I love anytime there's good wrestling. That's why I think I get excited for these. And shout out to USA Wrestling. They kind of took my idea and ran with it, and I appreciate that. Like they put out an article that says early look at the registrations for U23s.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's what I want to do. Like obviously they copied me, but that's great.
Obviously,
like, if more people start doing that, like that's the goal. It's not proprietary information to me,
right?
I think that builds more hype, and
of course, knowing who's at the event always is going to build more hype,
right? Like I got to send a message to somebody at UWW because I want to know if they're going to release who's coming to Poland, because the entry deadlines were last week, the 18th.
Okay.
So they got to be coming out soon. I know Nolf has said he's going at 74. Jaden's going at 92. Pentelio's going at 70. Nate Jackson said he might be going. I don't know if he's going. Did you talk to him about this weekend?
I know did
not. There was the golf outing.
Right.
And then there was picture surfacing on the internet.
Yeah. Went down to work out a little bit over the weekend.
How was it?
It was good, man. There's some good guys down there, some scrappers for sure. It was good to get my hands on some of those dudes.
And it was announced while you were there that Jaden Cox is now going to train there part-time, which to me is kind of confusing. I want to potentially have him on here to talk about that. Like, what does that mean if you're part-time? And I know that the NJRTC and Rutgers like left the NJRTC, and now like Rutgers is doing their own thing, Princeton's doing their own thing, and I don't know if they're now going to both seek out more athletes, which would be good. But I'm just curious with the dynamic of training there part-time, what that means for him. He was at Ohio State for a year and a half.
I don't think he was ever even there
at Ohio.
I don't know. Like
I never saw any like content or anything.
Neither have I. And if he was there, I'm pretty sure they would have posted some content of him there because that's what you want, right?
Yeah, that helps
who knows,
promote
man?
It.
I'm sure Jaden knows, but we don't.
Yeah, we're going to have to have him on here, talk to him about why.
We can speculate all we want, though, which is super fun for me. So,
yeah, it's an interesting move for the NJRTC with Nate Jackson there. Both of those guys, if Snyder wins, which I think he's going to medal at the Olympics. Likewise. If he does, it's probably going to be Jaden versus Nate, I think, for the world team spot at 92.
Yeah, I mean, there's a very real possibility of that.
So
and I'm sure they know that too. So
yeah, and I know Kyvan Gatson. I said that out. He didn't really like that, which I like that he doesn't like that. Like use that as motivation to put yourself in the finals. He's always right there. So but I think Nate Jackson has been on a tear. Jaden Cox is one of the best in the world.
You said that? Then Kyvan Gatson like publicly said that he didn't like that you said that.
I had put out a tweet that said this could be our world team, and it was Taylor 86, Jaden 92, Snyder 97.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyvan quote tweeted it with "not so fast" or "not if I have anything to do with it" or something along those lines.
All right,
like he's paying attention to, which I think both are fair. I think it's a fair assessment to say if Jaden's going 92, he's probably going to make the team. He's dang good. But if you're a
He's very good. Yeah,
but
that's a tough out. Yeah.
but if you're a top 3 guy and you're right there, like, you should take that personally and
Yeah,
use that as motivation.
put your money where your mouth is. Let's go, dude.
Yeah. And Kyvan, like, he is such a good wrestler, and
Mhm.
he's been right behind one of the absolute best in the world, Snyder, for years now.
Yeah, it's tough, but you know, Kyvan's a scrapper, and if he believes in himself, man, like I said, put your money where your mouth is. Like I want to see it.
Yeah. No, for
Yeah.
sure. So I think that's going to be good. It's interesting for them to bring him. I mean, iron sharpens irons. I think it's great. I think the fans care more about when good guys are at the same weight at a club. Because I've asked you and Nolf both, like, what's it
Mhm.
like? And it's like, it's business. We root for each other. If we're
Right.
gonna wrestle each other, it is what it is. But I think the fans kind of look at it more like, ooh, how's that dynamic gonna play out?
Right. I mean, if you know, with me and Ulf, we train together, we help each other get better. There's really, you know, no animosity there. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's I root for him whenever he's wrestling. And if me and him happen to wrestle, so be it. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah. Couple other things here to talk about. Bryce Meredith won his MMA debut by knockout. I'm
That
not
was
surprised
that was
at
awesome.
all.
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it, but I watched, like, everybody shared, like, the minute
Okay.
leading up to the
So
knockout.
it was TKO.
Yeah.
It's TKO. So um Bryce started getting a little more comfortable, started coming after the dude a little bit, caught a little hook. I don't think he did get dropped, but I don't think he got like dropped from it. I think it kind of just like shocked him a little bit.
Yeah.
But Bryce, he kept wrestling pretty much. You know, he just kept going, went to the ground, ended up coming back out, got on top of the dude, then just beat him up on top,
And
got the
he looked
TKO.
like Bryce is an MMA guy. Like, even how like
He's a gamer, man.
yeah, how he acted after, like,
Hmm.
Bryce has such a personality.
Yes.
He's going to thrive, I
He
think.
killed the interview afterwards too.
He did.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
he did.
natural. He's not shy. He's not when he was on this podcast, it was a fun conversation.
Ooh, we should get him on to talk about it.
We can get him back on. He
All
was
right.
great. Towards the end of the episode, when he came on with me last time, he started asking me about, because that was like our first real conversation together. So he started asking about what I do, what Bash Solutions is.
Yeah.
So I love that. Like, if you
Mhm.
start turning the tables and you want to, like, learn more, I'm all
Yeah.
for that. So
Yeah, I think it's time we interview you. Yeah.
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 So shout out Bryce for winning. Levi Haynes to Penn State.
Love that.
That's now, you train with him at M2, right? Are you
Yeah,
coaching?
yeah, he's one of them two kids. He's as tough as they come, man. He's gonna be a monster. He already is. He's on the cadet world team. He's gonna make some noise over there.
Do you think that, like, you're starting to see athletes like Logan Stieber, David Taylor with these clubs? You got to wonder if it's going to end up being pipelines for where they went to college. Like, will Logan's students favor Ohio State? Will David's students favor PA? Obviously, I think because it's a local club, if you're in PA, you probably like the idea of going to Penn State. If you're training in Ohio, you probably like the idea of going to Ohio State. It's just going to be interesting. That dynamic wasn't really around 10, 15 years ago.
No, it wasn't. And like, I think a lot of people are starting to think that they're making these clubs so that they have like a pipeline for such college.
Yeah, that's silly.
Yeah, that's not true.
No, that's
Um,
silly.
you know, we want our guys to go wherever the best fit for them is.
Yeah.
You know, whether that's and if that's Penn State, then it's Penn State. If it's Ohio State, then it's Ohio State. You know.
And obviously you're going to, like, as you mentioned a couple months ago, like, you start growing these relationships with these kids where, like, you're rooting for them, you're in their corner. Obviously, if Penn State's where you went to school, why would you not love them to go there? But
Right.
like you said, you do want what's best for them. And I think you're going to see that. Like, I know some kids drive far. Some kids might get opportunities at different schools. Like, it's not a guarantee that just because you go to this club that you're going to go to wherever. But it is an interesting thing that I think the sport didn't see 10, 15 years ago. And I think it's only going to get more and more interesting. I can't wait to watch more and more athletes do that over, like, the next 5 years.
Sam, it's like you said, definitely gonna be pretty interesting.
So we're going to get our guest here in a
I do.
minute.
I got to talk about something real quick though.
Yeah, yeah.
So Father's Day is just around the corner, and you probably need a gift for your hairy dad. Make your dad proud this year and get him and yourself the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right. 4.0. 20% off, free shipping, promo code. What, Justin, what's the promo code, man?
Chenzo.
It's Chenzo.
CENZO, spelled Senzo, pronounced Chenzo.
Or spelled Chenzo. Either way, however you want to say it. But CENZO. I was actually just thinking about this, like having my name as a promo code. That's actually kind of cool.
It's very cool. He asked me.
I didn't think about that till like yesterday.
When we made the connection and he asked me, what do you want the promo code to be? I'm like, 100% Chenzo.
Yeah.
100%. Like that's it's the perfect promo code.
It has a nice little ring to it, but yeah, make sure you get that 4.0 for your hairy dad. I might be sending one my dad's way.
Get one for yourself and one for your dad.
Yeah, get 3. Get two for yourself.
They're waterproof. They have 4 different these things, guards.
Yeah,
lengths.
Get 4.
No, you get 4 of these, I'm saying. Or you get 4 different sizes when you buy the 4.0.
Or you can,
if you want to get 4 different lawnmower 4.0s, one with
you get 16. Then you get
correct
16 of those. Yeah,
you get 16 different options.
If you want 16 of those, then you get 4.
Yeah, manscaped.com, promo code Chenzo, 20% off and free shipping. What a Father's Day gift.
Yeah, I mean, if hey dad, like that's probably what you're getting, dude. Like straight up.
Like, and by the way, if you get your dad a lawnmower 4.0 for Father's Day, can you record the reaction? Because that would be funny.
I like that too.
Like as your dad's opening a lawnmower and you explain it to him what it is.
Right.
That'd be a great reaction. We want to see that. Tag us. Tag Manscaped, of course.
Right.
So let's get our guest in. We'll make sure.
Oh.
He's got the hair flowing.
He does have the flow right now. Austin O'Connor, what's up, dude?
Not too much. Just got home.
Just got home? Are you working out?
Yeah, we had left this morning.
Nice.
Well, we're gonna waste no time. We're gonna dive right into this. We had Shane Griffith on last week, and right after we put the episode out, I'm like, we had 9 out of the 10 of this year's champs on the show, and I'm like, why have we not had Austin on? Let's get him on. First of all, how have you been? NCAA Championships was fun. I picked you in the finals, so I actually picked correct 10 for 10. When people said that was 2, I said no, it wasn't. So I'm here for it.
I've watched it a few times since then. I'm going to tell you that. Since my initial take, I've watched it quite a few times since then. Changed my mind a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it.
I have changed my opinion on it, but we can visit that later on.
Okay.
I think it was 2.
You what?
I still don't think it was 2, but
of course you don't. If I,
no bias there.
If I'm you, there's no shot that's 2.
Exactly.
Yeah, like no way.
Yeah, 100%. So, how have you been since NCAA's? What have you been up to?
Not too much. Still in North Carolina training. Got a lot of stuff planned this summer, so kind of once June starts, kind of get rolling there. But right now, I'm just out here getting some workouts, training, and enjoying my time.
Got like just camps set up, things like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start training MMA this summer. So I got some.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. And other than that, yeah, pretty much just camps.
I saw Kennedy posting that he was starting to train MMA a little bit or thinking about it. Is that like you guys been doing that together or?
No, not really.
No.
I don't really know what his plan is yet. I mean, he's still got like a bunch of things up in the air, but yeah, I'm pretty set on doing it this summer, and I already got some things set up to go do. So yeah,
very cool. That's awesome.
That's gonna be interesting because I was going through your Instagram earlier, and I realized that you have 45 posts, and every single one of them is strictly wrestling. Like wrestling is your life, and I'm like, I try to kind of get to know our guests beforehand, find some interesting topics, deliver value, help tell their story. I'm like, this dude's story is wrestling. Like every post you have is wrestling. Is that true? Like off Instagram and off social media as well?
A little bit. I mean, I definitely enjoy my time outside of wrestling. I don't wrestle a whole bunch in the summer. I have a few tournaments, but I don't know. I guess my media guy's on me a lot to post during wrestling season, so kind of motivates me to get on there a little bit more and start posting some of like my accomplishments and everything else, and just my training. So, um, other than that, yeah, I'm not really posting too much in the off season.
Bryce does such a good job of his content. He did a really awesome job leading up to his MMA debut, posting a lot of content, giving people behind the scenes. And I think it does help draw in more fans. And I've had Tony on here, Ramos, multiple times talking about the marketing and name, image, likeness bill. And I love, like, I don't want to tell any coach ever how to do their job, but being a marketing guy,
No, no, do it. Why
I
not?
I love when coaches push for that, and I think Tony's definitely one uh to embrace marketing fully. Have you felt that through your time in North Carolina?
Yeah, even from the time I got here, I knew he was the guy that was really good at that kind of stuff, and I've been trying to learn from him a lot. I mean, I'm still learning from him, but uh, yeah, I mean, even before I got to college, I wasn't really on social media that much, and then like it started getting a lot bigger now. So definitely trying to grow and get better at that.
Yeah, man, that's kind of same with me too. I didn't use it a ton. I'm still learning the ropes a little bit. Justin has me on it more so than I would like to be, but
Mm.
it is what it is.
Yeah, it's nice just having a mentor like that around. So
For sure.
Need it.
Can you talk about what it's like training with Jo a little bit?
yeah, I mean, it's super fun. I mean, he's we kind of have different styles. He likes to wrestle a lot from the outside. I like to grind and go after you. So, I mean, just every day in the room, it's kind of like almost like a cat and mouse game, like me
Yeah.
going after him and fakes and stuff on me. So,
Yeah,
um,
you overextend, he's popping you, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
immediately, like
Yeah.
you can't, yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, he helped me to stay calm a lot this year too, and just like kind of stay in my stance, stay solid position, and I mean, I feel like both of us being different styles help each other grow a lot. So, yeah.
That's
Like
awesome.
make a uh, make it to the challenge tournament.
What else
Couple
do
of
you think about UNC has been interesting for you?
uh, I don't know. I mean,
Other
just
than
like
girls lacrosse.
yeah. I mean, all of our teams are insane though. I mean, we got women's soccer that were Final Four. We got women's field hockey, who've won it like the last like 5 years, something ridiculous.
Whew, that's crazy.
I think they got in the
Some
5 years
talent.
too or whatever. They got like one loss. So I mean, their record's insane. Like their team's insane. Um, Yeah, so I mean, it was nice to finally bring a wrestling championship home for the first time in
Heck
26
yeah.
years or whatever, because I mean, out of all the other teams on campus, we've been kind of lacking.
Well, I mean, like you guys, I mean, not even just like, from you winning NCAAs, but definitely getting better and better and better, each year, as well as like, the rest of the ACC. Can you just talk about, ACC wrestling a little bit too?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like before I started getting recruited, like I pretty much didn't really know about the ACC. I'm a Midwest guy, so I grew up like knowing
Right.
all 10. And that's like one of the powerhouse division right now. And I think we're building. I think from the time I've gotten here, we probably went from one of the last divisions to top two, three divisions right now.
No doubt. Yeah.
We had what 4 or 5 guys in the finals, and for the teams in the division two, I mean it's all tough competition, but we only have like I want to say 6 ACC schools right now out of the 15 ACC schools there are. So I mean, it could keep growing. We've put some other teams in there. I mean, it's just going to continue to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like we talked about watching Big 12s a little bit. I think there's excitement with AJ Ferrari and different athletes. And I think the ACC is experiencing that same thing where people are starting to tune in more and more. I think as you build these brands, whether it's through winning a championship, whether it's through big audiences, it makes people want to tune in. Are you noticing that that's happening with the ACC, with UNC right now, where it's like, since it's only been a couple months since you won the championship, but like you said, it's the first time since like what, 1995 that UNC has had a champion. Like, that puts people in the seats. Have you felt that? Like, I know you're going to feel more of it next season once the season starts, but have you started to feel that already?
Yeah, I felt a lot of that, and especially after I won it. I mean, like, everybody wants to be involved now. Like, we have alumni we haven't heard from in years, like, back at our school, like, trying to be
That's
involved in the
amazing.
program. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
That's
mean,
awesome.
with the more success we have, we're just gonna keep building that growth, and, um, like I said, I think we're gonna be right there with the Big Ten in a few years. I mean, like I said, I probably didn't hear about it right before I came to college, and within the last 4 or 5 years, we've grown so much that we're already a top 2 division, so
Yeah, and there's really no reason, I mean, for that not to be happening. Like ACC teams keep getting big recruits. Max Stout just signed with Pitt. Um, things like that keep happening. So I don't see any reason why the ACC can't really. I don't matching up to the Big Ten is going to be tough, but like there's no reason they can't catch them at some point.
yeah. I mean, we got a little bit of a ways to go, but I mean,
Hmm.
we keep heading where we're going, like, we're gonna be right there, so
Yeah,
just a
and
matter of
that's just strictly good for wrestling.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, when you have that competition and when you have the different conferences all excelling, I think that makes the NCAA tournament that much more exciting too. Because you start really now having that hype where you get guys like yourself versus a Big Ten guy that you might not get to see during the season. I think it's great. And who was on here? I think maybe Jack Mueller was on here talking about it. Like, just the excitement around the ACC schools, and
Mhm.
like you said, now alumni wanting to get involved. That's awesome to see. Like, after Stanford just cut their program and now brought it back, like, it should kind of keep people focused on helping whatever school they have some kind of affiliation to. So obviously winning helps that dramatically.
Winning helps a little bit.
Winning
Yeah,
is huge.
but yeah, I felt that in the ACC too. I mean, every time we go over to NC State, like, I mean, we've wrestled teams like Rutgers, who everybody knows has a crazy fan base. And
Right.
you get
Crazy
the
fan base.
ACC rival schools, like, we're almost, like, right there with them. We have everybody in the whole state coming to see us, and, I mean, it's a crazy dual meet, and now, like, more people are hearing about our team, and, I mean, it's just gonna keep getting better, more excitement.
Bringing in better recruits, things like that too. Just
Yeah,
keep pumping it up.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And speaking of next season, do you know, like, since you're going to start training MMA, do you know what you want to do weight wise yet? Are you going to stay where you are now?
No, I'm definitely gonna go up to 57.
You're going up?
Going up.
Is that because of MMA training or just in general?
2 reasons. Last year I was cutting a good bit of weight every week. I mean, it was tough with COVID too, not knowing, like, when we were gonna compete and everything, so my weight was fluctuating a lot. I
Yep.
get up to, like, 10, 15 pounds over sometimes, and it's just not, like, I don't know, something I wanna do next year. I wanna enjoy my time wrestling and not worry about the weight cut. And then also, I mean, we got some kids coming in. We got a kid from Canada that just got here, Lachlan McNeil. The kid's he's
What's his
tough.
name?
Lachlan. He's a Wyoming Some kid, so
Huh.
been there
Okay.
for years.
Very cool.
Kid's really good. He's already competing against me and Sherman and
Oh wow.
guys in our room, yeah. So, if we could put him in the lineup first year coming in, I think he's gonna do big things for the team. Hopefully we could get Sherman to go up then. I'll have him at 49, me 57. Um, and then we got a couple other big things hopefully in the works that uh, we'll get. So yeah, I think our team's gonna be pretty stacked next year.
Anything you can allude to on big things coming?
Other,
But we're praying on Shane Griffith coming here. Yeah,
we're praying on Shane, man.
I love
uh,
that.
I think if we got Shane, I think we'll have that Clay Lout. He was, I think, a match away from All Americaning. Uh, COVID All American. He's a real tough wrestler, and I think he might even cut down to 65 if Shane wants to go up or if Shane wants to stay the same. I mean, either one, they're both going to do well next year. Um, and then, yeah, I mean, our upper weights are going to be pretty tough too. So we're going to have a solid lineup all the way through.
I love that. You're like, yeah, we're kind of praying that Shane comes here.
That's
That
how it
would,
should
hey,
be. Like,
that
that's
would
the
be
excitement, right?
that would be sick if he did. You guys back to back, like especially if he stays down, that would be super dope.
Oh yeah, I'd love to have him as a training partner. I mean,
Hmm.
just in the room to have him is just gonna take us both to the next level.
Yeah,
I'm
no
sure
doubt.
JL wouldn't mind either.
Not at all. Yeah.
Well, that's some cool stuff.
Yeah.
We wanna play a little thing we do.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got a segment on this show, Rapid Fire Word Association, brought to you by Rapid Fire Keto Coffee. This stuff is great.
I'm
I
drinking it
love
right now.
I
Yeah.
had some this morning. It's not just coffee. It has grass fed butter. Somebody tweeted and said, "Did you just say grass fed water?" No, it's
Butter.
grass fed butter. MCT oil, really good stuff. So as we do Rapid Fire Word Association, go get some Rapid Fire Keto Coffee. Get rapidfire.com. They've got instant coffee, ketogenic creamer, all sorts of good stuff. So go get that. So we're going to each ask you a word. We just want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind.
It could be anything.
Anything. It can be a person. It can be a color. I don't care. It's just the
It could
first
be a color.
thing. I don't care. It could just be the first thing that you think of. CENZO, since
Do I get to start first this
I'll
time?
let you start this time. Yeah.
All right. So my first one is Franklin Street.
Bars.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, I visited UNC like twice whenever I was getting recruited. So yeah. I've been.
Were you?
Breaking up a little there.
You're breaking up, but were you? So were you going to the bars when you were being recruited? It's like
no,
I
that's just
Franklin
the one.
Street.
No, that's just the one street I remember. They're like,
Oh,
where
okay.
everything they're like, this is where everything happens. I was
This
like,
street
all
is
right,
life.
I was like, all right, sounds good, guys. Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. My first word is Ramos.
Tony.
Tony. Tony.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right. My next one, Eric Hong.
You should call him the Hongaroo.
The Hongaroo.
Hongaroo.
Dude, so that was like one of my main training partners growing up, and you guys used to wrestle all the time.
Yeah, we used to battle it out all the time. I
Mhm.
just remember his dad going crazy on the side of the mat every
Yes.
match.
Wait, you called him Hongaroo?
Hongaroo.
Because he used to like hop around a little bit.
So I was on this Ohio All-Star team, and everybody knew me and him like had like a rivalry pretty much. And I think we were like gonna wrestle him or something. We had a bunch of PA kids on the team like Shea Bloom,
Okay.
Nate Newberry, and all of them. And I think someone from Illinois called him the Hongaroo, and then like I brought it up on the trip, and everyone was like, "Oh," like pretty much like made him out to be like a mythical creature, like try to like beat me up and stuff. They're like, "Oh, you got the Hongaroo this week," like.
He's gonna put himself in a front head and hold your elbows real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. That's a good nickname.
All right, my next word is Chicago.
Pizza.
Ooh.
You're a deep dish guy then.
I like it all. I'm a fan of deep dish, but I mean, we have this one real nice spot by my house. Not too many people know about it. It's called Beggar's Pizza, and their motto is "We lay it on thick," and just pizza
I'm
proportions.
gonna have to go there.
Yeah,
Beggar's Pizza.
Beggars. Yeah.
All right.
I'm writing that
Hey,
down.
yeah, write that down.
Baschamania does Chicago. We're
Write that
starting off
down.
at Beggars.
We have all these plans to go places, and
I know.
and here we are. Same
We're
places
gonna
always.
need like a
We'll get it
month
done.
of just
I
going on
know.
a tour.
We do. We need a month-long tour. Maybe like August or something.
Maybe August or something.
All right. My last one is beard.
Hair.
Beard, hair.
Okay.
All
Caveman.
right. Caveman.
For,
Do you need to have both, or like could you go like short haircut, long beard, or like you just like it both, just let it rip?
I mean, I had a beard last year too for a little bit. I mean, it was a little tougher for me to grow. I was a little bit younger. I mean,
Right.
just starting out. But now I got the full beard, long hair, and I'm loving it. So.
Was it like, I think it was Willie had like a header. It was like you were eating like Cheez-Its or like goldfish or something like that. And like your hair is just like down to here. I thought it was an awesome picture. I thought it was sick, but yeah.
all right, my third word, Brazil.
And
I figured that much.
that's not, yeah. That's where Russell came in, so
You won gold there, right?
I did.
Oh wow. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. We do research here for Word Association.
Sometimes. How many times have you wrestled out of the country?
That was the only time.
Oh wow. Yeah, you're one for
Wow.
one.
You're undefeated out of the
Unde-
country.
undefeated. Hey,
I lost my
congratulations.
match. Lost
What's
my
that?
first match, won the rest.
Really?
Wait, so was it polls then? Like, how did it work?
Yeah, so I had to take like top 2 in my pool to make it out, and um, I lost to the Ecuador kid, and then I beat the Mexico kid. And there was like one other kid that I beat that everybody beat, and then the Ecuador kid ended up losing to the Mexico kid, and he needed like an extra point in his match to like move on, and I would have been out of the bracket, and he ended up losing by too many points, so I made it.
Hey, well, one for one out of the country. So if anyone's listening, we need to take a guy somewhere.
Yeah.
Undefeated. Do you have any freestyle plans for the summer or for next year, or are you just strictly, when
Just
not
throwing
folk
hands.
style, just MMA?
So I'm actually in the works with talking to the Italian coaches about getting my Italian citizenship out there.
Minga. Chenzo smiling.
O'Connor wrestling for Italy.
Yeah, so my mom's maiden name is Fiorderosa. So
Oh,
yeah,
oh, we could definitely be much better friends then.
yeah. Her family's like straight from Italy.
Yeah,
Well,
so my mom's family's from Italy also. Like that very cool stuff. Let me know how that works for you. And if you want to dish one this way, we'll see how it goes.
All right.
do you know like do you want to do that to go try to win world gold, or like what's your plans if you could get onto the Italy team?
So we just started taking the steps now. So I don't know how fast the process is or anything, but if it goes pretty fast, then I'd like to make the world team for next year. Um, I mean, I'll definitely be at a tough weight. I mean, they're gonna have to cut all the way down to 43, which I don't know if I want to do, especially with going 57, or I'll have to go 70. Or for the world team, I'll go 70
Yeah,
kg.
you do 70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Olympics won't be for a while, so that don't matter. But
Yeah.
might come
Yeah,
down.
we got 3 years before then.
Right.
Yeah. So
Interesting. Didn't no thoughts for Ireland, just Italy?
I thought about Ireland. I mean, my dad's O'Connor, so pretty much
Right.
from Ireland. But I mean, the training facilities and all the accommodations that Italy has, it's just a better fit for me than
Did
Ireland.
Chamizo recruit you?
I actually haven't talked to him yet at all, but that's another training partner I'd love to have.
Absolutely. That dude's a freak. He's a monster.
Yeah, love to feel his defense out against my offense.
Yeah, man.
That'd be a fun match to have. As far as locally too, with freestyle, like, do you guys have you had any talks about RTC events, anything like that, the next couple months?
Uh, Not too much. I know Tony was trying to schedule something in the middle of June, but like I said, most of June I'll be out in California training MMA, so I don't really have a lot of time in June. So I don't know.
Who's your MMA hookup in California?
So I mean, all of our coaches pretty much from Okie State, so they all know
Oh, right.
me.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'll probably go out there. And they're talking about that Islam's got a fight coming up, so hopefully I could get in on their training camp a little bit if it's possible.
Heck
And
yeah.
train with them, yeah.
That's a good connection, man. That's sick.
You got to make some content. I want to see this.
I know. Like we could do some MMA content. It's almost wrestling, but it's just a little different.
I started
So-
posting on my story a lot more on Instagram, just about everything I've been doing. But I mean, it's harder to see that than all the pictures I've posted. So probably why I haven't.
Hey, fair enough.
Yeah, I did the deep dive, and there was 45
Yeah.
posts in total, and it
Yeah.
was just wrestling accolades from
Yeah.
your youth
Wrestling
to now.
accolades. I honestly I need to look at it myself, but yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with quality over quantity. I think if you're having a lot of quality posts, that's great. I always just encourage it more. Like Chenzo's not on there every single day, but it's just a thing where if you can post something and share it, it definitely helps build the brand. It's something I think we're going to see more and more. And now you have what? How many years left at UNC? One, or you have two, right?
I have 2 more.
2 more.
Jeez.
So I don't know when that name, image, likeness bill is going to come into play, but I know Tony's going to hop all over it.
Yeah. I think
Well,
they're
he's going to
talking
want the
about,
athletes too.
I think they're talking about July 1st or something.
Oh, this year?
Yeah, that's
That's
Wow.
that's what I heard also, but like I don't know how true that is and like what the extent of that's going to be, if they even pass that, what that even means either.
Yeah.
Like, can you sell T-shirts? Because like that's That's all. That's big
It's
if you can.
it's
Like
going to
just
come
something like
down
that.
to a state level, from what I understand. So, and then I think there's going to be different stipulations. I think there's going to be different things. Like if UNC has an apparel deal with one company and you want to go get signed with another, you can't. But you could just create a generic T-shirt and sell it. Or if some car dealership wants to potentially give you a couple grand to put your face on a dealership, you could do that. So it's going to be interesting.
Just your face just blowing up on a car dealership.
Well,
Yes, sign me
because
up. Sign
and
me
they
up.
can't use the college logos. So if they want to, because it's name, image, and likeness, but you can't do anything with the school. So you can't put them in a singlet or anything.
So what you're saying is Roman's face is going to be posted like on everything
Correct.
in state college
And Arizona.
in Arizona.
Hometowns are going to be a big one.
Yeah. So
Hometowns going to be a big one.
I'm not gonna be able to drive down the street without seeing Roman. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't get to see him enough. That'll be good.
I loved his tweet today. He said, "If all you do is talk about wrestling 24/7, I can't be around you."
I like that too. There's another tweet I did want to bring up. I sent it to you earlier, Austin O'Connor. I want to hear your opinion about this. So Jake Herbert tweeted, "I choose not to believe in anxiety. Anxiety is repeatedly experiencing failure that hasn't happened yet. Why waste your imagination? Do you believe this is a healthy mindset?"
Nah, I definitely think there's some anxiety. I think how you choose to look at it, like how do you choose to go about it. Um, I mean, anxiety is a lot about like I think a lot of anxiety is kind of like about like nervousness too. That takes like a huge factor, and like if you could overcome that and um, get through that, I think it could be almost used to an advantage. I don't know.
I don't know. I look at this and I just read the first sentence. I choose not to believe in anxiety. I think that if you can choose to not believe in anxiety, you've never had it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
anxiety.
that's my first thought. If
Yeah,
like
I've had it, and it hits you. It's something that when it hits you, you have to channel it somehow. But
right.
it's
especially
real.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah, like it's real. You have to channel it. You have to do something with it. It's a tough thing. There's people I know who struggle with it big time.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's
I know people whose wrestling careers have been completely shifted, changed because of competition anxiety, things like that, and it's you have to find healthy ways to deal with it and cope with it. But I think just choosing to not believe in it is I don't know, man.
Yeah, I didn't I saw that tweet. I didn't understand it. I don't know if he was misspoken. Like, I don't know if he's trying to say I'm not going to let anxiety beat me. But if you're just saying that like anxiety doesn't exist, that's a gross mischaracterization of something a lot of people really, really suffer with.
I
yeah.
think so
I think
too.
we have a few kids on our team that kind of had anxiety. Like for example, I mean, I think Kennedy Monday is one of like the best wrestlers in the world when he's competing. But once he kind of starts letting his nerves get to him, I mean, it just kind of like makes him like breathe a little bit more and like kind of lose that conditioning, and then I mean, then start slowing down. But
Mhm.
when he's on, he's on. Like
Yeah, you can see that
like
with it.
McFadden.
I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, there's guys here also that same type of thing, right? They've incredible wrestlers. I've seen them do crazy things in practice, and they get on the mat, and I'm like, yo, what's this guy doing, man? And definitely a lot of anxiety has to, play into factor with that. Definitely, previous injuries, things like that too,
mhm.
just kind of stick out to me.
And off the mat too. I know I know some of the Penn State guys really well, and I know what they've
Hey,
gone
me too.
through. I know what they've gone through off the mat. And I think if you have stuff going on with your family or in your home or whatever, and you have to try to just turn that off or not be distracted by it, or if you're worried about it, those are real issues that you can't really ignore that can give you serious stress, serious anxiety, depression, oppression, whatever it may be. And you got to really learn how to cope with that.
Yeah,
Think so.
that's a big problem too. Just ignoring that it's there. Like
Yeah.
once you know it's there and accept it's there, and kind of go about like trying to fix it and like get
Yeah.
through it, like it's gonna make it a lot easier on yourself.
I'm gonna use that advice for me. That's it. That's the one.
I
All right,
love it.
boys.
Yeah. That's all I
Hey,
got.
that's all I got too.
All right, thank you guys for having me.
Austin O'Connor, you got anything? Got anything for the crowd?
Go Heels.
Go
Wait,
Heels.
one last thing. So it definitely was not 2, right? Did
Definitely.
you watch it right after?
I mean,
Oh.
no, I didn't watch it for like a week probably, but I mean,
I wouldn't be there.
right,
Who cares? You won. I'm just
Right.
curious. Like,
right after it happened though, like I was already kind of like excited. Like I didn't think it was too. Like there's no doubt in my mind. Like I mean, I threw my hands up, like kind of already excited, and they challenged it, and I was just waiting for them to confirm it. If you guys watch my third and fourth place match against Mitch Feinsilver, we're almost in like the exact same positions. I've been there before, and I just kept wrestling, and like there's a little action time, and kept continue to move and adjust my position, and yeah, there's no two.
That's fair. I mean, like, so I thought it was at first, and like I even put it on Twitter and stuff,
Yeah.
and I got some people agreed with me, and some people did not agree with me.
Was it
So
Jo that tweeted back at you for me?
what's up?
Was it Jo that tweeted back at you for me?
No, it wasn't. It was Coach Monday.
Oh,
It was Coach Monday. He goes, "Yeah, 2 escapes." I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was hilarious though. But yeah, like I did watch it again too, and like the reaction time, like he had the foot, but like doesn't control your foot though.
yeah.
He
Like,
he
he
was
wasn't
his
on my ankle or anything. He kinda, like, had, like, almost his fingers on, like, my toes.
yeah, and
yeah.
that's what I kind of saw the past few times after that I watched it. So I'm I changed my mind on it, but you know, if you're not listening to this, then like hopefully you don't know that ever. So that's it.
I love it. All right, guys, that's today's show. Go follow CENZO. Go follow Austin. Go get a Lawnmower 4.0 promo code CENZO, 20% off free shipping. Get some rapid fire keto coffee, and then go do a workout and log it on Attack. All right, guys. See ya.
Later.
And the beat goes on.